Good morning everybody, how are you doing? A very happy Thursday to you. I'm Joanna Hall and welcome to my morning instant body booster. Today we have an office chair workout for you, all designed, simple posture, mobility enhancing stretching exercises to really help enhance how your body feels if you are spending quite a bit of time in an office chair right now. And it's really good also if you are homeschooling and you've got youngsters in the house and maybe they are, learning right now, because if you watch this in real time, obviously we're dealing with the coronavirus, about us looking at all these computer screens. So I hope you will enjoy it. It's really designed to open up your body and hopefully you'll feel a bit more zingy zing. So as you come on in, have a little slurp of coffee, because that's what I like to do when I come on in the morning with you. And this is number 43, can you believe it? I've been teaching these live every morning, Monday through to Friday, since we went into lockdown in the UK on March the 23rd. And I know many of you have been with me every single one. So thank you so much for all of that. I really appreciate it. So who have we got in the house today? We have Ali, good morning. We have Natasha, good morning. We have Anne, we have Sue, how are you doing? We have Debs, hello, I hope you're really well. So today, what I'd like you to do in terms of setting up your room is you just need to have a chair, a good sort of nice steady chair that you can sit in, so that when you have a firm bottom, your feet can be flat on the floor and you've got a nice alignment from your feet going up into your knees, and that's all you need, okay? So what else I've got to say to you? Yes, next week it is actually half term in the UK, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of time out just to recharge my batteries, spend a bit of time with my family and everything like that, and then we'll be back the week after. But we are going to put an actual poll up on my post about what times suit for you, because obviously life is starting to change a little bit even though we're still in these challenges. So good morning Marilyn, good morning Joanna, good morning Julie, good morning Doreen, good morning Amanda, how are you? I hope you're all really well. A big hello also to all my people who are on my Get Started with WalkActive online program. I know lots of you are joining that, so special hello to you. And my next Get Started with WalkActive program, enrollment is actually open for that now, and that's going to be Get Started with WalkActive program number 6. It's a totally free 10-day program to really teach you my scientifically proven walking technique called WalkActive to help you look, feel and perform better. So if you want to do that, click visit group at the top and you will really feel the benefits from that program. So good morning Sandy, hello Debbie, how are you doing? Hello Jenny, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. So the other thing I was going to say is today, live chat at 5 o'clock, joined by my lovely friend Noelle Shine, whose birthday it was yesterday, so there might be a couple of surprises. We've got our Beauty Gets Active live chat, and today we're actually looking at barely there makeups for your outdoor exercise and doing your WalkActive. It's going to be packed with loads of user-friendly tips and advice so that you can actually put it into practice, whether you are doing your WalkActive in sunny climes here in the UK because we're enjoying this gorgeous weather or the SPFs, or actually if you may actually be other side of the world and you're in your winter. So I hope you come and join that. If you can't join us live 5 o'clock on my Facebook page, Joanna Hall WalkActive, you can catch it on our YouTube channel, Joanna Hall WalkActive as well. And the previous ones are there, and excuse me, we list all the products we talk about and everything like that. So there's lots of really user-friendly information. So do hope you will be able to join me for that. Okay. What else I was going to say? Oh, tomorrow's Friday, so remember to PJs if you want. And are you in your PJs today? Maybe. Some not. Give me an yes if you are. Okay. So gorgeous people. It's quite warm with me, but I think we will crack on. So if you're ready, last little slurp of coffee. Let's begin. So. Here's my chair, and I'm just going to sit on it first of all. And what I'm going to ask you to do is sit a little bit forward so that I'll just show you sideways, so that you feel that your bum bones are kind of on the edge and you've got a good 90-degree angle here from your knee going to your feet, okay? And just take a moment, so some of you be familiar with my WalkActive Global Greeting, so you have your thumb and you have your little finger. So your thumb is in your ribs and your little finger's down your hip bone, and just feel that length. Now here's a really good tip. If you actually do this with your office desk, so with your global greeting, you've got your thumb in your ribs and your little finger here. Stretch up nice and tall, so you're trying to increase the distance of those lengths and your shoulders are relaxed. When you actually have that point of feeling that you have length and your internal obliques are having to work a little bit here, so there's a little bit of core work, but there's space in your spine. Make a little note of where your eye line is on your actual computer screen. So you might want to put a post-it note with an arrow saying eye line needs to be here, but that's a really good kind of tip to check that during the day it doesn't sort of become this. Okay, so try that. So I'm going to keep coming back to this as my global greeting. Take a gorgeous deep breath in, lovely people. Maybe the first one of the day. So make this one really lovely and deep. Stretch up tall, just have a little wriggle, maybe shift your weight from one side to the other. And at the top, just circle those wrists around. Come to a point of stillness, and then from there, just bring the arms nice and wide. Now, when we get to the bottom, let's just have an awareness of where we are with our body today. I want us to really energize the fingertips down to the floor. So think about as much length as possible between the earlobes and shoulders, and just stretch the fingertips down. You might feel a little bit of stretch on the neck, but I'd like you to be aware of how far you can go with your fingertips. Take a deep breath in, and now we're going to take it right up above your head and think about how far you can go above your head. Stretch, 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 really feel that length. Also be aware of those global breathings, so your ribs are a little bit tucked under, but you've got length between the ribs and the hips. Deep breath in. Good job. And then the last one, you're actually going to come wide. Stretch the fingers and be aware of how wide you are in your space today. And if you can, think about energizing underneath the middle finger of the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So you've got the energy going underneath the arm, and that will take the strain away from your neck as well. So big, big stretch. Now from there, take the arms again, deep breath in, and then bring them wide, but this time I'd like a big, strong stop sign, okay? And from here, you're going to put one hand into the small of your back, your palm is facing out, so that helps open up the shoulder, and then really make this a strong stop sign. And we're just going to mobilize that neck, so just turn to look at your stop sign, deep breath in, and then just look the other way. So this is a really delicious way to open up and ease any stiff necks that you might have. It also helps just the correct alignment through the shoulder girdle as well, which is important. Breathe in. And then this last one, we're just going to stay looking at the hand and then just start to turn the eye line down towards your armpit. So you're looking underneath your armpit. A bit more of a stretch, just see how that feels at the back of the neck. Deep breath in. And then just come back to the center. Good. Shake the arms out, and let's do that again. So establish that nice length. Establish a distance between the ribs and the hips. Stretch those arms wide with a nice firm stop sign, and we repeat it on the other side. So this hand now comes to the small of my back. My palm is facing outwards, and I'm looking firmly at my big, strong stop sign. So again, you're feeling the energy underneath the arm, so there's less strain on the neck. Turn to look at that palm, and then ease and come the other way. So you just turn to look that way, nice and gently, nothing too too vigorous, nothing too energetic this time of day, but also we want to protect this part of the body. So we're just easing and mobilizing it. Everything is gentle and flowing. Good. And then from here, when you're looking at the stop sign, just cast your eye line to a point that feels comfortable for you, underneath your armpit or down towards this hip. So you may feel a little bit more of a stretch at the back of the neck. Deep breath in. Good job. And then come back and lift. Good job. Now from here, take the arms above the head, stretch up nice and tall, and then you're going to cross them and bring them down onto your legs. So you've got one arm in front and one arm behind. Have as much of a grip underneath your legs as much as possible. At first, be long and tall with my spine, and then I'm actually just going to get the chin to come down, and I'm just going to sort of hunker back a little bit. So it's almost like I've got a beach ball in here. I'm going to pull up with a little bit of integrity from my hands behind the backs of my thighs, and just relax the jaw in your mouth, because actually that has an implication on the tension you may feel in your neck. And just feel a stretch, maybe going into the shoulder girdle, maybe a little bit behind the neck. Just have a couple of deep breaths in here. Breathe in and breathe out, just easing out these muscles in behind the shoulder girdle. So the shoulder girdle is a kind of a fan shape, and as you relax, you'll feel it kind of spin out. So just appreciate that allows those muscles to get a little bit more stretch in behind. Should feel quite nice. Breathe in. Now make a note of which arm you have in front, and then you're going to bring the arms up on top, stretch tall, and then change the other side. So you cross the other way, so you're creating symmetry in the body. Take a little bit of a hold here, okay? Lift up. If you feel that you're very restricted in motion here, you could actually have a towel under here and you pull up on the towel if that feels a bit more comfortable for you. So lift up from here, just establish that alignment. Keep the chin tucked in, and then pull up from the arms a bit. So you feel that you're getting this opening behind here. These lovely, delicious, small little muscles get really quite difficult for us to stretch. And it's just a nice easing. Be a little bit curious, a little bit of stretch in that area. See how that feels. Breathe in. And then breathe out. And again, just relax the jaw, because that takes away any additional tension that you might have there. Good job. Now come back again. Deep breath in, go back to the first arm position, okay? Take a hold, lift up, and now we're going to take the arm that's on top, okay? And I'm going to reach and paint above the skies, big, big circles back, so a little bit of a rotation on the spine. Deep breath in here, and then the arm comes all the way back. Good, grab hold, a little bit of a lift, and we're going to repeat that. So I just stretch, really reach forward, almost like I'm painting something through the sky. Open up the chest, deep breath, open. Good, again, come back, and we'll do one more like that. How are we doing? We all right? So we stretch up, a little bit of mobility, starting to get some movement into the spine as well, nice and gently. And you can do any of these exercises at any point in your day, and they'll be very beneficial. Good. Good job. Now take the arms up, remember which arm you had in front, stretch tall, and then cross to the other side. So this one comes down, grab underneath the shoulder, underneath your thighs, pull up, so you just get that little feeling that you've got a stretch in the upper back. Let the jaw be relaxed, head be relaxed, and then from here, deep breath in, and this arm now comes up, and you just have a little bit of an opening of the mid-back, nice bit of rotation, and then bring it back. And the breath can match this as well if you want. So as you lift up, you breathe in, and as you come round, you breathe out, painting the arms nice and wide, a little bit of a stretch. Good, and then bring it back. We've got one more here, a little bit of a lift up, lift. Good, and then ease forward all the way back. That's great. How are we doing, all right? So from here, just relax the arms out, roll the wrists, because often if we're using a lot of computer screens and mouse with that, that can kind of create a little bit asymmetrical alignment in the wrist as well. So just roll them a couple of times each way. That's good. Now from here, take one leg out, and we're going to roll down. So take the arms above the head, and as the hands drift past your face, just think about nice and kind of curling back here, and then roll all the way down. Deep breath in, and then just roll all the way up. So we're just doing a gentle movement first of all, stretching tall, so we always come back to that alignment, and then easing down. Good job, nice and smooth. Good, and then relax. One more here, just going in whatever feels comfortable for you. So because it's first thing in the morning, tilt that tailbone under. You may find that you're actually just to here, and that's absolutely fine. So listen to your body, see how it feels today. Take the arms up, bring them wide, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So take that leg down. At this moment, try to keep the toes down if you can. So stretch tall, and then tilt the tailbone under, down we go, nice and gently. Just come to the point that feels comfortable for you. A little bit of stretch maybe in the mid and lower back. Breathe in, and stretch tall. Everything is smooth and flowing. Just trying to get a little bit of blood circulating around the body, but also importantly opening up these joint areas that can get very restricted and limited in the range of motion because we're actually sat in a desk position. So we just want to move flowing and smooth to this area. Stretch up tall and take the arms wide. Right, now from here, take one ankle and you're going to rest it on this knee. If this feels a little bit too much for you, you could actually just rest it here in front of you, but lift up nice and tall. I'd like the hip to be slightly open, okay? So if you are here as well, flex the foot, because that will also support and aid the knee, okay? So lift up tall, you've got one hand on the ankle, one hand on the knee, and I'd like you to be nice and open to me, okay? And we're going to close the angle of the spine. So I'm keeping the distance between my ribs and my hips, okay? Just a little bit of a stretch until you feel maybe a little bit of an opening here on the hips. So that's going to be your glutes, and maybe a little bit of the lower spine. Just take a deep breath in, and then be long with the body as you come up, okay? Cradle the hands underneath, and then take the other leg, okay? So lift the other leg up, flex the foot, so that will help protect the knee alignment. Lift up, check your global greeting, hand on the ankle, hand on the knee, nice and open with the body, and then ease forward. So just ease nice and gently. Good job. Okay, and again, it's quite interesting how you may find that you're restricted more on one side than the other. So for me, I'm definitely feeling more on this side than I do on the other. So that's okay, just building that body awareness and breathing into it, and ease up through the body. Okay, cradle the hands, so can you protect it as you come back and ease forward. Now, I want to share something with you. I'm going to show you sideways. Actually, let me go the other way. So from here, flex one foot out, so I've got really nice, strong flex position, okay? Lift up tall, and I'm just now going to really ease back, so it's almost like a slump, okay? So it's like a slump position. And then from here, just let the hands come forward. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually opening up the whole of the posterior chain. You may well feel a little bit of a stretch on the back of the calves, maybe a bit of hamstrings, but I'm really trying to slump back and open up all the communications through the posterior chain from my ankle all the way up. So just take a deep breath in, breathe in, and breathe out, and then just bring that foot down, bring it in, and then extend up so you get back into that height. Feel that height, check your alignment with those ribs and those hips, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So take that foot out, a nice big firm flex here, lift up and think where you are, and now you're going to tilt the tailbone up, so we're really kind of coming into that slump position, and it's that slump position that actually allows the posterior changes to talk a minute. So just pull back, okay, that chin tuck in, and just really pull the toes towards you. So you're getting a bit of a stretch in the calf, maybe on the hamstring, all the way here. Nice and gently breathe in, and then breathe out. Good job. And now you're going to unfold. So that foot comes down, bend it in, and stretch up nice and tall. Good job. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do, we're going to hover the hands of happiness, lovely people. We're just going to do 4 squats up and down. So remember, we want to keep the weight back in the heel pad, so there's no pressure on those knees. Okay, hover those hands. Are you ready? Here we go. So we're going to push up, and we're going to just control down. It's almost like we're touching the chair with our butt cheek. And thinking as you come down, you can see your toes. Okay, we've got 2 more. And good knee alignment is that you should be able to draw a line through the midline of your kneecap, and it should be over your second toe. Are you still hovering your hands? 1 more. Good job. And come down and lift up. Okay, take the arms above your head, ease them forward. And now we're just going to stretch the feet a little bit, because when you're sitting in this position the whole time, feet get really stiff, ankles get stiff. And if you're stiff in the ankles, that can compromise the correct functioning of the knee and importantly the hip. So we want to keep a little bit of mobility with the feet. So I've just tucked the foot underneath me, and I've got a little bit of a stretch on the front of the foot. Lift up here, because you may also feel a bit of stretch in the hip flex, which is important, and the arms come above your head. Stretch tall, breathe in, and breathe wide. Good, and do the same on the other side. So just walk through your feet. So put that foot back, press it forward a little bit, depending on how much mobility you have in the ankle joint. So you can kind of press the foot into the ground if you feel that you're stronger in the foot. But if this is new to you, it may just be resting there, and you can have an extra balance if you want. Take the arms above your head, think about drawing up, come back to that global greeting so you've got that distance, breathe in. Good, and then come down. Now, I'm going to progress that a little bit. I'd like you to come back to the toes that just tucked under, and we're just going to do 4 little tiny little squats from here, okay? Just little small ones. So I'm just coming down, and I'm just coming up. So I'm challenging my balance, but I'm also helping to stimulate and get the blood going around my body a little bit, so that we change and stimulate the circulatory system rather than being sat in a still position the whole time. That was it, all 4, that's done. So walk through the feet again, just loosen them off, come to the other side. So just tuck them under, check your alignment, think about your balance, arms can be here, are you ready? Here we go. Just 4 little bends and reach up, good. Come down and reach up. So this is good for your stability as well, and down, 1 more, and come down and up. Great job, okay. Walk through the feet, come round here, and what I'm going to do now is actually stretch your hip flexors. So I'm going to give you 3 positions depending on how you feel today. So position number 1, you can just again, similar to what we've done, take the foot a little bit further back, tuck the toes under and lift up, and the arms come up. So that's position number 1. Position number 2, you're actually going to lift the foot and put it on the chair. So see how that feels, okay? And again, you're going to lift up, push the knee and the hip as 1 unit forward. If that still feels comfortable, you can bring the foot further forward and then press the foot back. So you're actually opening up the hip angle here, okay? So your choice and position, think about length between the knee to the hip, and then extend the arms up. I'm just going to hold that. So this is a good stretch for the hip flexors. The hip flexors can get quite tight, and that becomes a normal restricted position if we spend a lot of time in a seated position. And when the hip flexors get tight and short, that means we can compromise the back alignment here. So we want to keep that normal range of motion. Deep breath in, and then bring the arms down, and then lift that foot off, and let's do the same on the other side. So you choose the one that's level and good for you. So from here, take a step back, find that position, lift up, And then add the arms, thinking about pushing the hips forward and pushing the knee forward as well. So you've got that lift, all the body is connected. Add the arms, stretch up nice and tall, deep breath in. Good. And then bring the arms down. Really important to actually open up the hip flexors. Okay, now from here, come to the front. And we're just going to do a couple of roll downs to help open up the backs of the legs. So take a deep breath in. This is our last little bit here, okay? From here, we'll do one like we normally do. The knees are bent. Tuck the tailbone under. So I'll show you from the side. And then I'm going to roll down. And just nice and gently. Just get a little bit of movement. Let the head fall here. Deep breath in. And breathe out, and then ease up nice and gently. And then we're going to start to get into the back of the hamstrings. So from here, what I'd like you to do is put one foot in front, lift up tall, bend the knees a little bit, and just ease down. So scoop in here, roll down, so you start to feel a little bit of a stretch all the way through the back chain of the body. And again, listen to your body. You can have your hands here, wherever feels comfortable for you. And as you come back and revisit this, you actually may want to have your desk here or something and just support yourself if you want. Take a deep breath in, feel the opening at the back of the chain. Breathe in, unfold, stretch tall. How are you doing, all right? Nearly ready, got the other leg to do. So bring it this way in front, stretch the arms tall, lift up, little bit bend the knees, tuck that tailbone under, draw the chin under, and ease down nice and gently. Wriggle those fingers down, come to where it feels good for you, okay? And the more that you come back and revisit this, it's so brilliant to help open up, and your body will reward you. It will really ease and open up those sort of tense areas. Deep breath in, and then unfold as you come up. So do come back and revisit this. Take a deep breath in, stretch out the arms wide, nice and tall. Good job. And just circle those wrists. Thank you so much for your energy today. Take them really wide, spread those fingertips. So this will help the alignment from the hands going into your elbows, into your shoulders, which is important for your eye coordination, but also for when you're using your hands on the keyboard. And you are all done, lovely people. Take the arms out. I hope you've enjoyed this office workout, which helps ease and stress and enhance flexibility in your body as well. So hopefully you're feeling the zing, zing, zing. Get ready, people. We're going to open up our arms and hug in the love. So big squish in, breathe it in. Hug it in, good and proper. And just let the chin come down nice and gently. Let the corners of the mouth rise up. Deep breath in. Squish, squish, squish. And ease out. Create symmetry of the body. Good. Squeeze in. Let me know how you feel. Did you enjoy that? You know, you can revisit this at the end of the day as well. Breathe in. Good. And get ready, lovely people. We've joined this today. Thank you so much for joining me. And in unity, we send our love and our positivity out to the world. Are we ready? After the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Joanna Hall, and this is my morning instant body booster, our office workout. You have done a great job. Hope you are feeling a zing, zing. Stay safe, lovely people. Have a great day. I hope to see you later on for my live chat with Beauty Gets Active. And if not, I will be back tomorrow live, 8:25 on Joanna Hall WalkActive and also Joanna Hall YouTube. And we will be doing PJ Friday. So hope to see you then. Take care, lovely people. Have a lovely, lovely day. Thanks for your energy.